Why do you think someone like Trump has managed to increase his support among Black male voters and by Latino voters?
I don't know. Why?
Because the Democratic Party does not speak to them or their issues. Like
What happened if you ain't black,
oh
you're
my
not voting for
gosh.
me?
Ana Kasparian joins Jillian Michaels to discuss on how Trump won the minorities in the election. He won the black vote. He won the Latino vote. He even won like more black men over and stuff than any other Republican has in the previous elections. And this is what led, people to be shocked. But Ana Kasparian wasn't so surprised and everything. I mean, Ana Kasparian seemed to already known that this was going to happen. And Ana Kasparian is often utilizing these things and seeing what's actually happening when the Democrat Party failed with the whole identity politics. Ana Kasparian also knows that a lot of people out there are tired of the identity politics and stuff that the woke left have and often try to go off on. So let's go ahead and get into the discussion with Jillian Michaels and Ana Kasparian on how Trump won the election with both the popular vote and electoral college. And if you haven't done so already, enjoyed all the content that I put on the channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. And also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like button and share this video for our across social media. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
You're not black.
And by the way, Trump does the same thing with Jewish people. He's like, you're not a good Jew if you don't vote for me because I did all these things in Israel. And it's like,
God,
not
you're
every
right.
Jewish American cares about Israel before they care about their lives here in America. Like,
No.
what are you doing?
Yeah, good
You know,
point. Good
yeah.
point. Touche, my friend.
But it's like, yeah, I just think the Democratic Party for a very long time has taken, the Black vote for granted, the Latino vote for granted. There was this mind virus about how all Latino voters care deeply about the border in terms of like not doing what Trump is doing. And it's like, no, just because you're Latino doesn't mean you're in favor of illegal immigration. Like, I don't know. I think that the Democratic Party has not really been a party of bringing people in. It's been a party of like purging people who aren't 100% in line.
Yes.
And I think that various groups of people who traditionally would vote for Democrats are looking to be inspired and are looking for progress. They want to move forward.
I'll tell you what actually happened. It's all mainly because of his son, Barron Trump. You see, Barron actually knew what was going on, was trending and everything, what Gen Z want, as well as what like other younger voters, like millennials want. That's why he had and gave his idea to his dad to go ahead and start making appearances on podcasts and stuff, as much as he did with the mainstream media. Now, a lot of people are in tune with the podcasts like Joe Rogan Experience, several other podcasts that the ones that he appeared on, even like with streamers like Aiden Ross, for example. I mean, that's where Trump utilized those things in his favor. And that was really genius right there. Who listens to those podcasts? Black men, also white men, Latinos, Asians and stuff, other minorities too. And not to mention, in general, like it's also basically independent voters, okay? Not just Republicans, not just Democrats, independent voters as well. People who are, as well as people who are not political either. They actually got to know the actual side of Donald Trump and stuff, the side that the media doesn't want to talk about. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, Ana Kasparian, she is right and stuff, but I just wanted to add that tidbit in there as well. And it's also, Ana Kasparian is definitely right because, as I've said before, the Democrat Party hasn't really cared about what the people wanted and everything. They've actually disappointed the black voters and stuff for decades and stuff. And just sure enough, a number of black voters were still believing the delusion and stuff that the Democrat Party was feeding them about how the Republicans are racist and stuff and how they don't care about it, as well as the fact that they assumed that, Latinos and Hispanic voters are only care about the illegal immigrants because there's like Latino Hispanic. I mean, that right there is also one of the many ways that makes the Democrat Party itself racist. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this discussion between Ana Kasparian and Jillian Michaels.
A lot of the conversation right now on the left is about judging people, blaming people, going backwards and looking at what we've done wrong in the past and hyper fixating on it and blaming people today for what's happened in the past.
No accountability. That's what she just basically defined.
There's a I feel kind of funny bringing her up now because she was involved in this big scandal. But there's a journalist named Olivia Nuzzi. I don't know.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I haven't given it a ton of credit because it's like, I'm like, did they sleep together? No. Okay.
I know.
Moving on. Did you compromise the integrity of your work? No. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Who cares? But is there something there?
I mean, I'm actually like the most offensive thing about all of it is how beautiful she is and how she like what are you doing, girl? Like, I mean, come on. But I bring her up because she was viciously attacked because she wrote a piece about Biden's mental decline, which was obvious. It was like an open secret, and she honestly reported on that, and I was happy she did so. But like, she was viciously attacked by Democratic voters on social media. This mob went after her employers at Bloomberg. She's coming out with like some sort of series, and they were going to have this big PR campaign around it, but they scrapped it after these like hardcore Biden loyalists were furious that she would dare tell the truth about his mental decline, which, by the way, turns out it was true, right?
Girl, do you know how many doctors I work with? They all said he's got Parkinson's for years. Go back and watch my interview with Bill on his podcast in January of 24. And I said, Bill, no, he's gone. He's like, it's ridiculous. I was like, Bill,
I know.
He's gone.
We were concerned.
He's demented.
We were concerned all the way back in 2020.
Yes.
And I remember getting like totally shut down. I mean, how dare you? This is ageism. And so we backed off because we thought maybe we're the crazy ones. Okay, fine, we'll back off. And then you just see the decline accelerate. And when he said he was going to run in 24 or 424, I'm like, no, this is nuts. Like, this is crazy. And we would never see him out and about. He doesn't give, as many speeches as former presidents, doesn't do media appearances. They were obviously trying to hide him from the public, but you can't hide him from the public when he's doing a debate.
By the way, who's running our country?
Yeah, I know.
Can I ask you, do you know?
Foreign policy is being run by Blinken.
Okay.
Secretary of State.
Okay, good. Tell me who's running things. I actually have I feel like an idiot because everyone asks it, but who is? Someone's got to be doing it.
I mean, it also kind of speaks to how populated that bureaucracy is.
Doesn't it, though?
Yeah, but it kind of gives me a little bit of peace knowing that. I mean,
but it's a think tank?
It's both bad and good because a bunch of unelected people are making decisions that we didn't ask for and we didn't vote for, so that's a problem.
Yeah, them being such as Kamala Harris, okay? Now, as I said before, the only reason why Kamala lost the presidential election was the fact because of not just the Democratic Party, but mainly because of Kamala Harris. See, Kamala Harris's campaign struggled to go ahead and connect with the voters on different issues and stuff like economy and other things like that. And even the war and stuff in Ukraine, as well as other places. And the focus on optimism and patriotism during the Democratic convention clash with the financial anxieties that a lot of Americans had. And also, Harris and her incremental policy proposals failed to offer the sharp departure from the policies from Biden that some voters desired, leading to a loss of support in both the urban and suburban regions, as well as what Trump had introduced and what he did when he was president the first time around. And then there was also the shifts in the demographic support where the Democrat Party experienced a huge loss of support among different groups like the Black voters, Latino voters, and even women and stuff. And notably, there was a significant shift in the Latino and Black voters toward the Republican candidate of Trump himself. And in swing states like Wisconsin and Georgia, Trump's support among Black voters increased substantially, indicating the weakening of the Democratic hold on, the Black vote. Okay. And then there was also, Kamala Harris just simply wasn't effective. She was ineffective. And there was a growing, a growing common belief among voters like myself that the Democrat Party was just not able to address major economic problems, because the fact of the matter is Kamala was a part of those economic problems because it was her administration too. And you know what? this thing actually led to a sense of, disillusionment and a desire for change and stuff, which the Republican candidate capitalized during the campaign and stuff. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts you might have for this particular topic. If you enjoyed what I shared in this video, go ahead, smash the like button and share this video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.